And right now, an unexpected donation to Goodwill in Janesville results in an evacuation and a call to the bomb squad. We'll have the latest in a live report.
Also, the search for the suspect who killed 18 people in Maine continues, where authorities are looking.
And a Fitchburg neighborhood is frustrated with a construction project that is seemingly going nowhere. You're watching News 3 Now at 5. We start with breaking news. A student at Madison East High School was found with a weapon this afternoon.
The school district confirms that East High School and the Madison Police Department are investigating what happened, but they could not provide any further details. We'll bring those to you both on air, online, as soon as that information becomes available.
Well, after this warm week, we are in for a big change.
Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti is on the weather patio. Gary?
I thought I'd brave it one more day without a jacket, although I probably could use one now, and I certainly will need one later tonight and into tomorrow. Visible cloud track shows lots of clouds, but now they're starting to break up, and most of the rain is now east of our viewing area. Just a few sprinkles out over Lake Michigan. Those are heading away from us as a cold front sweeps through Wisconsin, and temperatures are dropping. 6-hour future track radar not showing any precipitation, but high temperatures have already been reached for the day. They've been in the mid to upper 60s. A few places have been around 70, including Janesville and Milwaukee. Look where temperatures are now. Temperatures are in the upper 40s here in Madison, already close to 40 degrees out toward La Crosse here in Dane County. Still 50 degrees in Deerfield, but 49 in Middleton and 48 degrees in Mount Horeb. There also is a freeze warning for Dane County and areas to the west from 1 a.m. until 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, as temperatures will probably drop to below freezing in most areas west of Madison. This evening, look for skies to turn partly cloudy. The winds will die down a little bit. Temperatures, though, will fall pretty quickly into the upper 30s. Later on, I'll take a look at how cold it'll get this weekend and also how cold it'll be for Halloween. We have an alert day in the forecast for that.
All right, Gary, we'll check back in a little bit. Thank you. A live cluster bomblet that was included with donations made at the Janesville Goodwill prompted an evacuation of the area this morning.
When bomb technicians responded to dispose of the explosive. Armand Rahman live now in Janesville. What exactly happened here, Armand?
Yeah, Eric and Susan, as you can see right now behind me, it is a pretty quiet scene here at the Goodwill here in Janesville. Back to normal, customers in and out of the store behind me, but that was clearly very different earlier this morning because police had set up a perimeter across the street here, across businesses here at Milton Avenue, which is a very busy spot. Plenty of different restaurants and stores right now, and many of them had to evacuate this morning as workers at the store found the explosive and ammunition while inventorying some donated items that they received. Now, police said that they're trying to identify the person that donated the donations that included the explosives, but they did not elaborate on that right now. And Dane County explosive experts do plan to destroy that bomblet, which is a small bomb, according to the Janesville Police Department. Now, the Janesville Police said that anyone who does have any type of live ammunition or military equipment that they want to be disposed should call them to get that done correctly and safely. For now, live in Janesville, Armand Rahman, News 3 Now.
Armand, thank you. A fire at a Janesville apartment building caused about $15,000 in damage this morning. Crews were called to the Garden Court Apartments in the 200 block of North Main Street just after 9 a.m. after a fire was reported on the 4th floor. Janesville police helped evacuate the building, and the fire was contained in less than 15 minutes. One tenant was displaced.
All 18 of the people who died in a mass shooting in Maine have now been identified. The medical examiner says the victims ranged in age from 14 to 76. Their names have not yet been released. Heavily armed police are scouring the woods in southern Maine, and divers are searching the Androscoggin River. It's part of their focus, a boat dock, where they found a vehicle there belonging to Robert Card, the suspect in Wednesday night's shooting.
River is a big piece of this. The car was located there. Evidence is located in the vehicle or right there along the shores of the Androscoggin River.
Law enforcement sources say they found a suicide note in Card's cell phone. Police say Card opened fire inside a bowling alley and restaurant using a semi-automatic assault rifle with an extended magazine and a scope. A construction project in Fitchburg, seemingly unattended for months, has left some people who live there frustrated.
Our Catherine Merck joins us live from the Quarry Hill neighborhood to show us the issues that residents have. Catherine?
Eric and Susan, I want you to take a look at this man's backyard behind me at some of the construction that's going on here. There's cones, there's seemingly pipes, construction tape marking off the area, and the homeowner tells me there's other things that he doesn't even know what they are here. And he's the parent of a 3-year-old toddler, so it's not exactly the place you want to be able to run around in your backyard for him. The homeowner also tells me that he hasn't seen anybody touch this space in the backyard for almost 4 months. Here's what we know according to the city administrator. This is part of a project with TDS Telecom to put in a fiber optic cable. TDS got a permit from the city to do that. The city administrator says staff meets with the representatives of TDS weekly to exchange updates about this project. But for the parent who lives at one of the homes impacted by the project, he says he's had enough.
I've got the junction box back here in my backyard, so I know that if they're going to have to do construction, they're going to have to do it there. So, I mean, when it first started, I was fine with it. And if they'd finished it in a reasonable amount of time, I'd still be fine with it. But it's just that it's lasted so long.
The city administrator told me that work is expected to be completed by the end of the year. TDS Telecom told us that they are aware that this kind of project can be left open a while when work is in progress. I'm going to have more from this parent about the safety concerns he has because of this construction project in his own backyard coming up tonight at 6 on News 3 Now. Reporting live in Fitchburg, I'm Catherine Merck, News 3 Now.
We will see you at 6, Catherine. Thank you. Just into our newsroom in the past hour, a Dane County judge has granted a temporary restraining order allowing Megan Wolf to remain in her role as the administrator of the Wisconsin Elections Commission as a legal case continues. The decision comes as Wolf has gone to court over Republican efforts to remove her from the job. The order says a vote Senate Republicans took last month to oust Wolf has, quote, no legal effect. The person at the helm of Madison College for a decade announced this month he will retire next summer.
Yeah, college president Jack Daniels leaves behind a legacy of growth and change for the school, and he sat down with our Will Keneally, who joins us now. Will?
So Daniel's time at Madison College has been dominated by change, even in terms of a physical footprint. Now, Daniel says that his focus is on the community and fulfilling needs. So when the college saw the need to expand to Madison's south side, Daniels led the effort to open a campus to serve that community. He says that that's been a through line during his tenure.
What has changed, and it really hasn't changed, because most two-year institutions, even our colleagues there in the state, we look at what the community needs. How can we better serve that need? That community being a residential community as well as the business community. So we serve our businesses with our graduates.
People who have known him have noted that his dedication to service is strong, and also his building up of the college as an economic driver for the city. And you can see our full interview this Sunday at 10:30 on For the Record.
All right, Will, thank you. President Biden facing a Democratic challenger now for the presidential nomination. Minnesota's Dean Phillips filed to run in New Hampshire's Democratic primary on Friday. It's becoming the first sitting lawmaker now to challenge the sitting president. Phillips is a 54-year-old former business executive. He's been in Congress since 2019. He says his decision to run is not because he's against President Biden, but he's driven by fear that former President Trump will win back the White House.
The man is a disaster for our country. He was 4 years ago. He will be again. That's why I'm doing this. All the data, all the polling indicates that President Biden will not win the next election.
Well, Phillips says while President Biden has done a spectacular job, he says, in office, he is looking ahead to 2024. Recent CBS News polling shows a 2020 rematch would be a toss-up in 2024, and concerns about President Biden's age. Only a third of voters say they're sure he would even finish a second term.
The U.S. military carried out airstrikes in Syria last night, targeting structures where Iranian-backed militia groups store weapons. The airstrikes are in response to recent attacks against U.S. forces in Iraq and Syria. A pair of F-16 fighter jets carried out airstrikes on sites used by the Iranian-backed militia groups operating in Syria. Pentagon officials say the strikes near the town of Abu Kamal targeted weapons and ammunition storage areas.
We're not interested in a conflict with Iran, but we will absolutely do what we have to do to protect our troops and our facilities and our national interests.
3 more attacks on American troops happened Thursday, bringing the total to 19 since October 17th. Of the 21 troops who were injured, 19 have been diagnosed with traumatic brain injuries. Here in Wisconsin, heavy rain that hit the central part of the state earlier this week has resulted in flooding. The hardest hit areas were in southern Trempealeau and Jackson counties. The Weather Service said 4 to 7 inches fell in a narrow band on Tuesday. A number of roads in the area were closed due to the flooding, with the Trempealeau River overflowing into parks and other low-lying areas.
The local group Free Bikes for Kids is partnering with multiple bike organizations, including Working Bikes in Chicago, to give bikes to people in Ghana. It's an effort to show how much a bike can do to pedal positivity. Volunteers and employees fixed up 500 bikes at Free Bikes for Kids in Madison. They'll continue loading up the bikes from all over the Midwest and Chicago until tomorrow evening, and then the full set of 1,000 wheels will set sail for Africa. For people in the Madison area, heavy bikes may be less than ideal, but for the bumpy roads of Ghana, they can make all the difference.
You see this every day, how a bike can change a life. But in a place like Ghana, this is, next level impact, because we're hearing from people who are walking 10 miles to get to work. And now they can have a bicycle and cut that time, just a fraction of that time.
Free Bikes for Kids is always looking for more bike donations and volunteers, and they say no training is necessary to help give a bike to a new home. Still ahead at 5, Gary rejoins us with your complete weekend First Warn forecast.
Plus, UW Athletics announces plans for a major upgrade of its football practice facility. A closer look at the nearly $300 million project just ahead.
And the markets with mixed results to end the week. The Dow falls further, down another 367 points. The Nasdaq gains 47. S&P 500 closes down 20. And we'll be right back.
Don't miss Wisconsin's best mattress deals this fall. Only at Ashley's Spooktacular Savings Event. Find clearance and overstock mattresses throughout the store at huge discounts while they last. And low monthly payment options. Only at Ashley.
With Chevy Silverado and Silverado HD, you can take on the mountains, or you can move them. With the power of up to 36,000 pounds of max available towing and the confidence of an available 13.4-inch diagonal touchscreen. Whatever your mountain, there's a Silverado for you. Get 0% financing, plus make no monthly payments for 90 days on all 2023 Silverado 1500 pickups. Plus, get $1,000 cash allowance on this Silverado. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
Imagine a world with no drama.
I haven't signed Jody's card yet.
At 4imprint, finding the promotional products you need to create a memorable moment is an easy mission. Our expert team will take care of every detail to make your success a certainty. Take the drama out of ordering promotional products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain. We've got questions about Medicare plans.
Well, we've got a lot of answers. How can I help?
Well, for starters, do you have a Medicare plan I can actually afford?
How about a plan with a $0 monthly premium?
Well, that's a great start. What other benefits can we get?
Things like dental, vision, and hearing. But let me help you pick the plan that's right for you.
Don't wait. Call 1-800-ETNA for you to get answers to your questions and pick a plan that's right for you. And let's make healthier happen together.
Congratulations to Madison Magazine for earning 9 awards in the Milwaukee Press Club Excellence in Wisconsin Journalism Competition, including top honors for Best Single Story or Feature Design and Best Feature Photograph. Celebrate the best of Madison in the throwback edition of Madison Magazine. Give it up for our Readers' Poll winners. Crack open a pop culture time capsule and relive the wild days of local radio. Madison Magazine, online and on newsstands now.
Don't miss Wisconsin's best deals this fall. Only at Ashley's Spooktacular Savings Event. Everything must go. Save as much as 60% store-wide. Plus low monthly payment options. Only at Ashley.
Coming up, for 4 months, some Fitchburg residents have seen their yards shrink due to gaping holes, still waiting for fiber optic networks to be installed. They're raising questions, and News 3 Now digs for answers. That's tonight at 6.
It all comes down to the final drive. News 3 Now brings you the big play highlights and scores from Southern Wisconsin high school football action. Don't miss the final drive, Fridays on News 3 Now at 10. You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
We have an update now on that breaking news story. We can now confirm 2 students were taken into custody after they were found with a handgun at Madison East High School. Again, we will have more on this story on News 3 Now at 6.
Well, the Badger men's cross-country team today picked up its 6th straight championship at the Big Ten Conference meet at the Zimmer course at University Ridge. The Badgers totaled 19 points, claiming the 4th lowest score in Big Ten history. They beat out runner-up Michigan by a total of 44 points, and head coach Mick Byrne now holds the conference record with 13 championships. UW's Bob Liking won his 3rd straight men's title, finishing the 8K in 23 minutes 57 seconds, beating teammate Jackson Sharp by 9.5 seconds. The Badger women finished 2nd in Michigan State. Badger sophomore Leonie Willamesi, I butchered her name, but Willamesi, I believe is how you pronounce that. She finished 2nd overall.
Today, UW Athletics launched a $75 million fundraising push for a new indoor practice facility for the Badger football team. It is the largest capital project in program history. The new $285 million facility would replace the nearly 70-year-old Camp Randall Memorial Sports Center, the Shell, and the 35-year-old McLean Center. The new facility would feature a 100-yard indoor football field that's big enough for full practice use.
There's no doubt Big Ten expansion brings the level of competition up on the field, on the court, in the pool, on the ice, etc. And Wisconsin needs to make sure that we are matching our peers. And this is an effort to make sure that we're not only in the same conversation, but we're excelling in these areas.
The facility would also feature a new strength and conditioning center, an indoor track, a student-athlete dining space, and meeting rooms.
So with the 3rd-ranked Ohio State Buckeyes coming to town this weekend, the UW campus is buzzing. Even Heisman winner, Badger legend Ron Dane is back in town for the Fall College Football Tour. It's part of DirecTV's Big Ten All Access. And we asked him about his favorite Badger Buckeye battle, and he took us back to this one. October 1999, 24 years ago this month. That's when Wisconsin trailed 12th-ranked Ohio State in Columbus 17-0 before running away with it in the second half.
It wasn't a home game, but it felt like a home game. The second half did. We were down, I think, 17-3 at halftime, and we came out and ended up winning the game 35-17. So we had a lot of fun that day. You know, a lot of the fans didn't, and at least we could hear each other talk, you know, and that was a lot of fun.
He's talking about the Ohio State fans. They all left that day.
Wow.
The place was empty. It was just the football players, and then we in the media, we were there. He was close, though. The final score was actually 42-17 Badgers. They went on to the Rose Bowl win, and Ron scored 4 touchdowns that day in Columbus. Ohio State, by the way, that day had a 26-year-old graduate assistant coach by the name of Luke Fickell.
How about that? Welcome home, Ron. Great to see you. The World Series begins tonight in Arlington, Texas. The Texas Rangers will play host to the Arizona Diamondbacks at Globe Life Field after both teams came from behind to win their divisional series on the road. Zach Gallen of the Diamondbacks will take the mound against Nathan Eovaldi of the Rangers. The Rangers are one of 6 franchises in Major League Baseball that have never hoisted the trophy. First pitch is scheduled for 7 p.m. tonight.
Well, chilly conditions are coming our way for the Badger game tomorrow night. Gary has a look at our forecast and also a look back at what's been kind of a rainy week, Gary.
Yeah, in the last 5 days, we've had a good 1 to 2 inches of rain generally across southern Wisconsin, with about 3 to 6 inches or more just north of our viewing area through the central part of the state. But notice high-resolution Doppler radar right now. The last of the showers moving out over Lake Michigan as the cold front sweeps to the east and temperatures drop. Over the last 3 days, the only record we set was yesterday morning. We did tie the record warm low of 60 degrees set back in 2000, so that was the only record that we had. We came close on Thursday afternoon and for a couple of the overnight low temperatures as well. But now we've gone from record warm temperatures to freeze warnings, and they're basically from Madison westward through Iowa and parts of Nebraska, and you can see even farther to the west, even in northwestern Iowa, there are winter weather advisories. The Badger football forecast for the big game tomorrow night, of course, kickoff at 6:30 at Camp Randall. Temperatures start out around 40, and that might be generous. And by the end of the game in the fourth quarter, we'll probably be in the mid-30s. So bundle up. Can't rule out a shower or flurry. I think most of the time, though, it'll be dry. Just prepare for the cold. 3 things you need to know in the forecast. It'll be chilly for the weekend. High temperatures in the middle 40s for tomorrow, lower 40s for Sunday. Probably even see a few flurries mixing in with rain showers Saturday night into Sunday morning. Even colder for the early part of next week. High temperatures in the upper 30s for Monday and Halloween Tuesday, with a couple of flurries on Tuesday as well, but mainly dry outside of those flurries for next week. We still have that first warned weather alert day in the forecast for Halloween Tuesday. For trick-or-treat temperatures only in the middle 30s. We've been saying that for about the last 4 or 5 days now, so you should be prepared. If you're still on the fence for a costume, think of something warm. There'll also be the possibility for some flurries. The jet stream now starting to sag to the south. The mild air shifting off to the east. The colder air now starting to develop to our north and west. High pressure building in. Here's the front with the last of the showers moving off to the east. Now it's that northwesterly wind flow that's bringing down the colder air. These are current temperatures. 60 Milwaukee, 48 Madison, 41 La Crosse, 36 in the Twin Cities. Get the message? It's turning colder, and it'll be that way for the weekend. Planning your night. As skies clear out overnight, look for a low of 33 in Mount Vernon, 33 in Pine Bluff, and 30 in Middleton. Across the rest of southern Wisconsin, down to 27 in Camp Douglas, 30 in Wautoma, 32 degrees in Monroe. For tomorrow, look for a high of 44. Some sunshine in the morning, more clouds in the afternoon. Possibility for a shower northwest of Madison late in the day. First warned 7 to 10 day forecast. 41 on Sunday. Again, there could be a few flurries mixed in with the showers. Temperatures only upper 30s from Monday and Halloween Tuesday with the alert day. And then those temperatures at least rebound a little bit, back to close to normal by Saturday. And then you can see if we drop right back into the lower to middle 40s, some rain showers, and even the possibility for a few flakes of snow mixed in with the showers toward the end of next weekend. As we check out first warned traffic, good news here, not seeing any delays on the Beltline, I-39, 90, 94. There were some delays on I-94 eastward toward Milwaukee around Johnson Creek. Those have since dissipated. Right now, a 14-minute trip either way on the Beltline between University Avenue and I-39, 90. From Sun Prairie to downtown, inbound takes you 19 minutes. That same trip on the outbound side is 17 minutes today. US 12 Middleton to Sauk City is a quick 15 minutes. And the Beltline to Janesville on I-39, 90 will take you 23 minutes. That's your news for now. First warned trip.
All right, Gary, thank you. Coming up, dealing with breast cancer sometimes requires more than just medical treatment. Advice to cope with the stress that it brings. Coming up next at 5.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
You're the people who make junk disappear?
We brought a whole truckload of magic.
1-800-GOT-JUNK, I love you.
We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point.
Get 11% off everything at Menards. A brand new Magic Woods vanity is the perfect addition to your bathroom. Magic Woods offers innovative, trend-setting styles that will surely bring your vision to life. Like this Brighton bathroom vanity for $229.97 after rebate. Breathe life into your home with Manor Hill vinyl plank flooring from Shaw. It's waterproof, features an attached pad for added comfort, and is easy to install. Manor Hill vinyl plank flooring is only $299 per square foot after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
With Chevy Silverado and Silverado HD, you can take on the mountains, or you can move them. With the power of up to 36,000 pounds of max available towing and the confidence of an available 13.4-inch diagonal touchscreen. Whatever your mountain, there's a Silverado for you. Get 0% financing, plus make no monthly payments for 90 days on all 2023 Silverado 1500 pickups. Plus, get $1,000 cash allowance on this Silverado. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Quartz takes a different approach to health insurance. We know every life well lived is a journey, and we're here to light the way at every step. That's why for 40 years, we've been alongside the doctors and hospitals who know what their communities need. Because they're a part of them. Because we're a part of them. There's a fire burning in all of us. Let's ignite it together. Quartz. Find your spark.
Are record energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes?
With inflation rising at record levels and incomes not keeping pace, you might be one of tens of thousands of Wisconsin residents who are struggling to survive in the blistering heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter. While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today and call 1-800-506-5596. That's 800-506-5596. Or visit www.kwwf.org.
You're the people who make junk disappear?
We brought a whole truckload of magic.
1-800-GOT-JUNK, I love you.
We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
There are 4 million breast cancer survivors in the United States. That's according to the American Cancer Society.
And many not only live with the disease, but the anxiety that goes along with it. During this Breast Cancer Awareness Month, Christian Benavides shows us why stress management is so important.
For breast cancer survivor Isabel Ramos Toca, healing includes tea time.
It's the time that I stopped and nothing mattered except that collecting myself.
It's one of several strategies she's put into practice after participating in a 10-week study on stress management at the Sylvester Comprehensive Cancer Center at the University of Miami.
Here I found a voice. When I'm going to be in a stressful situation, how to catch my thoughts. It really gave me an outlet as to all the emotions.
The program for cancer survivors involves support groups that meet virtually. Patients learn coping skills, breathing techniques, along with other ways to reduce stress.
They show reductions in stress hormones, such as cortisol.
Dr. Michael Antoni says managing stress can even lead to better outcomes for patients. Reducing stress hormones can lower inflammation and produce a better immune response.
They have a longer period of time before they have a recurrence and a longer survival time.
Every week on Wednesday for an hour and a half, it was like amazing.
Toca says the skills she's honing, such as yoga, which she picked up from the program, have helped her regain control of her life.
You don't have to be in a dark hole. You don't have to feel that you're a victim.
She's now cancer-free and hoping to help more survivors find their peace. Christian Benavides, CBS News, Miami.
Doctors say they're finding the program can help participants deal with anxiety, depression, and distress long after cancer treatment.
And we're back with a final check of your First Warn weekend forecast after a short break.
It's A1 Furniture's anniversary sale with up to 44% off store-wide and 44 months free financing. Plus, get tax included on purchases over $9.99. Huge selection and stock now at A1 Furniture.
Madison's locally owned family furniture store.
Trust your feet to Morgan's Shoes.
Thin Comfort footwear is handmade from the finest of natural products, leather-lined and expertly crafted, made with great care to ensure a first-class product that Thin Comfort is known for. Thin Comfort, meticulously handcrafted in Germany and loaded with arch support. You can be assured that Morgan Shoes will properly fit you in your new Thin Comfort shoes.
Comfort with style. Trust your feet to Morgan Shoes.
Morgan Shoes, Hilldale.
Just look at them. State-of-the-art Honda hybrids, making ecological art out of any conditions they encounter. Rugged, dependable, stylish performance with fuel efficiency and low emissions that'll make a tree hugger blush. What's this phenomenon you're witnessing? It's the future, today. Electrified driving built for Wisconsin. Get your Honda hybrid now at your Wisconsin Heartland Honda dealer. Honda gets Wisconsin.
Do you trust your insurance agent? Do you trust your insurance company? Well, you'd better. Because all they've really sold you is a promise. A promise to be there when things go bad. A promise to take care of you. To step up and put everything back the way it was. So if you don't trust your insurance company, maybe it's time to find one you do trust. West Bend. The worst brings out our best.
The Madison Club. Elegance reimagined. Excellence redefined. Amazing cuisine. Iconic spaces. Join the Madison Club. Featuring premier event venues, stunning lake views, with golf and travel club privileges worldwide. New member specials available.
Hold it!
Imagine a world with no drama.
I haven't signed Jody's card yet.
At 4imprint, finding the promotional products you need to create a memorable moment is an easy mission. Our expert team will take care of every detail to make your success a certainty. Take the drama out of ordering promotional products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
Don't miss A1 Furniture's anniversary sale. Save up to 44% off name brand mattresses and get 44 months free financing. Plus, get tax included on purchases over $9.99. Huge selection in stock now at A1 Furniture.
Madison's locally owned family furniture store.
Gary's back.
Chilly enough for you out there? You guys were out on the patio. It's already in the 40s, yeah, and then those temperatures will continue to drop.
The fun is over. We'll see you in a half hour on News 3 now at 6. CBS Evening News is next.